Hey Corey, it's James. How you doing, mate? Thanks for sending me your first video in and signing up for another 6 months. I appreciate it. So, yeah, just gone through your questionnaire that you filled in, and we're talking. You know, kind of inconsistent ball striking, and the shot pattern when you do get hold of it is more of a left shot, right? A pull and a pull hook. Well, you know, if we just if we kind of stop you down here at impact, right about there, and you can see there kind of 3 inches before the ball how low that club head is, and then through the shot, if anything, the shaft, if anything, is leaning back, right? I think in the future, and it's kind of difficult to tell because of the camera angle, right? I think you've got the camera maybe on a tiny little tripod on the ground. I need the camera at waist height, right? So I need the camera both from down the line at waist height and face on at waist height. So just kind of remember that in the future. If you can get a tripod and just put your phone on a tripod, that's the best way to do. You can buy one off Amazon for like $15. It's really simple. So what I'm looking at is your impact position and the shaft kind of leaning back a little bit, if not sort of straight up, right? So that would be the first thing I would want to figure out. I would want to improve upon. I want the shaft angle for an iron. I want that shaft angle leaning forward a little bit, right? So from the down the line view, certainly coming down as we stop you, and again, it's difficult to tell because of the camera angle, but what it looks like is as you get down to P6 there, you can see how far outside the hands are at P6, right? So basically, when you come down and you keep that club head slightly behind your hands down to P6, the club head will come into the ball more from the inside, and what that looks like from the face-on view is that you get more forward shaft lean, right? Because you're complaining of kind of mishits. Well, definitely the club head being too low just there is going to give you the mishit, right? So you keep your club head behind your hands more, kind of swing off to the right a little bit more, and that should get the handle more forward and hit down on the ball a little bit to improve your ball striking, right? So that's what I would practice coming into the ball. So instead of having a stick going down the line like you've got, what I would do is I would get, well, if that's down the line, right, I would have some sticks kind of on the ground just there and give yourself a little channel, and then kind of give yourself the idea of swinging out at the ball and swinging off to the right, and then that will help you keep that club head more behind your hands coming down, just with that sort of shape in your mindset, if that makes sense. And then what you'll see at impact is the shaft leaning more forward, right? So that's what I'd practice coming into the ball, and then after impact, still kind of after impact looks a little flippy. You can see how that right arm is very straight after impact there. You kind of flip the face over a little bit, and then even though the shaft starts to come out underneath your left shoulder, your hands are actually coming out a little bit too high, right? Your hands are coming out a little bit too high there, and as you come through impact, right up there at the finish, look how high. I'll maybe do this in green. Look how high that elbow is compared to your shoulder, right? So we just want that elbow kind of same height as your shoulder, right? So we're losing a little bit of connection underneath that left arm coming through, and we're definitely losing a little bit of connection with that right arm through the shot as well. So that's a simple drill. That's just getting a T-peg underneath that right arm and making sure it doesn't fall out through the swing, and also getting a T-peg underneath that left arm, right, and making sure that doesn't fall out through the swing, right? So you want the look to be more sort of like that. Okay, he keeps his arm there, right?